Greetings, my friends. So I'm going to do two videos tonight. This one is about a follow-up because I have the hiccups. I don't know why. I know why. We had a huge Thanksgiving dinner in preparation for my son's surgery, and I ate all the foods, and now I have all the hiccups. But anyway, so what I was saying was I went down this rabbit hole because Alicia pointed me to this Twin Flames documentary series on Netflix, which I watched. And holy crap, what a show that is. So go, if you have Netflix, go watch it. So this video is about twin flames and soul families. So, caveat from the beginning, I know nothing about these in any great significant way. Do your own research. But here are my initial impressions on them both. I'm going to start with soul families. So soul families is a concept that says that all of the major people in your life have come through reincarnation with you. So let's unpack that a little bit. If you are Christian, the standard variety Christians generally don't believe in reincarnation, although I think some denominations do, but none of the ones that I've ever participated in do. So, if you don't believe in reincarnation, the rest of what I'm going to tell you is not going to matter. If you do believe in reincarnation, or you believe in the possibility of reincarnation, and there is a lot of scientific evidence, a lot of anecdotal evidence with children and people who have very detailed information about past lives that they wouldn't actually know anything about because they're either too young and it always lines up to an actual person that lived. There's a lot of evidence out there that is sort of hard to talk away. So let's say you do believe in past lives. Well, this concept of soul family is that the major players in your life. So, because I always think, well, what about someone like Taylor Swift? She's got a million people in her life. How are they all part of her soul family? It's only the major players, like your mom, your sister, your best friend, your cousin, whatever. And each time you come to the physical life, you play a different role. So Dave, who's sitting across from me, rolling his eyes, I'm sure, inside his head, because I'm talking about this nonsense, he could have been my mother in a previous lifetime. He's shaking his head no. I definitely wasn't your mother in that lifetime or this one, so let that be a lesson. Anyway, so I don't know how I feel about that, because the timing wouldn't work, right? The timing wouldn't work. You're in this physical life with these people. How would it actually work if you were, I don't know if I understand the timing of all that. So, I don't know. I'm not saying it's not possible, because I'm not God and I can't, God knows the truth, but I'm not saying it's not possible, but I just don't know logistically how that all would work. So that's one concept. And then the other concept is this idea of a twin flame. And a twin flame is your soulmate, your soul partner. And there's all kinds of different theories about twin flames and how twin flames actually repel each other because they are meant to be together and then push each other apart. And, like your soulmate. And again, logistics become a problem for me because let's say you only have one twin flame. Well, isn't it convenient that your twin flame happens to live down the street from your house or in your hometown? If there's only one perfect match from you, how do you know your perfect match isn't in Tanzania or, Uzbekistan, right? Again, I feel like if there are twin flames, I think it maybe have multiple ones. I don't know. I think we're all the same energy force, right? We're all the same light and love. We're all the same light. In these meat suits, we're all connected to one source. So that would mean there would have to be two sources, because how could you be twin flames as part of the same source? It can't be both those things. We're either all part of one thing or we're all part of different things, and then we can have twins. I don't know. I kind of believe we're all one soul, one under one God, and that we share, one light and love from God. So, but a lot of money is made on the internet duping lonely people into believing in nonsense. I'm not saying there aren't twin flames. I don't know. There could be. I have no idea. But there's a lot of money made from, all kinds of companies. Ashley Madison, there, all the different websites that bring people together online. And I know many couples who've met that way and have great marriages and great partnerships and whatever. I'm not I'm not harshing on the technology. What I'm harshing on are people who are false prophets and people who are scammers. There are scammers out there that are willing to take your money in exchange for helping you feel not lonely. And this group that they're talking about in the Netflix series, I mean, he is a cult leader. She is a cult leader, this married couple. They are cult leaders, and they prey upon people in their 30s who are lonely. And they, they separate people from their families. They encourage them. They promote themselves as being an LGBTQ plus friendly organization, and then they're assigning like gender and feminine and masculine, and they're telling you to like not talk to your family, and they're telling you to they want to live in a compound. I don't know. Have you ever heard of Charles Manson? I think he deployed the same kind of tactics. So I think you really have to be careful on the internet about charlatans. Anybody's telling you have to do something. Anybody tells you have to change your name because it isn't your true spirit name. One lady got arrested for stalking a guy because they told her that guy was her true twin flame, and it didn't matter that he was ignoring her. It didn't matter that he didn't want to talk to her. He just needed her to tell him that she was his twin flame and he should come around. She got arrested for stalking. Like, don't believe crap that people tell you. When anybody tells you have to do something, you don't have to do anything. You're in charge of this. This is you. This is what you're in charge of. Don't buy into stuff. I mean, a lot of us in this community are very excited for each other when we get a subscription box, right? A lot of my friends get the Muses boxes, Sugar Muses. I don't get that box. I enjoy watching them open in their box. I enjoy what commentary they have and what they connect with and resonate with. But at some point, if any one of them said, BRG, you have to buy this box, or I'm not going to be your friend, guess what? We're not going to be friends because I'm not buying a box because you told me to. If I want to buy a box, like Navs introduced me to some boxes that I really, really liked, Simply Earth and things like that, and I want to try them, and I try them out, and I'm like, I really resonate with this box, or I really don't resonate. There's one really great apothecary box that was fantastic, but for somebody with way more skills in that arena than I have. Right? So I got it. I didn't resonate with me, and I canceled it. Guess what? Nav and I are still friends. Because it wasn't like you had to do it. It was a suggestion, but I didn't have to do it. So just be careful, like, especially if you're lonely, especially if you have wellness needs, like, be careful. People will try to dupe you. And sadly, there are people who really prey on sad people. And you just have to protect your energy, really, and step back and say, what is this person's motivation in telling me this, asking me this, motivating me to do this? Are they being a friend, or do they want something? Do they want money? Like, do they want power? A lot of times people don't do things for money. They do it for power. And I think that this couple that's in this Netflix documentary, they're doing it for power. He made them write an essay explaining how he wasn't a cult leader. That's sign number one, you're a cult leader. I'm a professor for a long, long time. I've never once had my students write an essay about how I'm a good professor, right? We have course evaluations where they can write whatever they want, good or bad, about my professorship. I don't know, like, put your spidey sense on. Be careful out there. There are charlatans everywhere. And I felt I had to say something. So I'm wishing you all the best in light, love. Be careful on the internet. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.